fastest show in sports.
Shedeur Sanders continues to be, once again, a topic of discussion every single week. And now we understand from sources, and that has been confirmed by he and his father, that Shedeur Sanders told the Baltimore Ravens, don't draft me on draft day. They wanted to take him much higher, but he didn't want to go because he didn't want to play second fiddle to Lamar Jackson. He wants to start. He believes that he is a starter and a star in the National Football League. And with Jackson, as good a player as he is, he knew that he was going to have to take some time and learn under Jackson before he got to be the big gun. Now in Cleveland, he may have his chance, quite frankly. Joe Flacco's not getting any younger and the Browns need help, so he may indeed become the starting quarterback. But the problem with Shedeur and his father is they have shot their mouth off every single chance they get. They have shot themselves in the foot every single time because they don't play the game. And yeah, there's a game in the NFL. There's a game everywhere. You got to play the game. If you're a rookie, you play the game. If you're a veteran signing a free agent contract, you play the game. Now, that's not to say the National Football League is perfect, but these are the things that you have to do. A lot of this got started again because Eric Dickerson, former great in the National Football League, made some comments recently about Shedeur Sanders and about Deion Sanders. And TMZ caught him at the airport and got him to expand a little bit on his comments.
You made a lot of noise with your with some stuff you were saying about things you felt about Shedeur Sanders in the NFL, kind of like making him a pariah, kind of blackballing him a little bit. After seeing what's been going on for the last couple weeks, do you feel like that stands?
Yeah, I didn't make that up. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's a true statement. I mean, I got it from an inside source. The guy who works for the National Football League. He got it from inside the league. Yeah, I mean, look, it's different for us. I'm just gonna say that, black players, we can't speak out like some of the white players. Nothing against the white players. It's not even about that. We both have the same struggles. I mean, we really do. So it's just sometimes they want to make a statement, to show you that, you're not all that. I know they don't care for his dad, and I think Deion's a great guy. Deion tries to help these young men become men, not boys. And I just felt like it was wrong what they did to him. I mean, look, Mel Kiper said in 30 years he didn't see nothing like this.
Right.
I mean, so, it was something to that. I mean, I know when something's done wrong. I mean, we all know. I mean, all of us talked about it, but nothing we could do about it.
Some news recently came out, a report that he basically didn't want to go to Baltimore, and that he didn't want to sit behind.
Why all of a sudden this comes out?
Lamar.
Why all of a sudden this comes out now? This is after the fact. I don't believe that. I mean, I know that came from I forgot the reporter's name, but I don't believe that. I mean, it's possible, but I just don't believe that. I mean, that would have came out early. I mean,
would any quarterback in his right mind be like, hey, I know you have to sit behind the best in the game, according to some. I mean, he's the MVP, but wouldn't you learn so much too?
You would learn a lot. I mean, it'll make him a better quarterback. I mean, look, a lot of these guys, to me, they throw them in there too fast or too soon. But I mean, that's the age we're in right now. They want the number one picks to play right away, the quarterback. Some of them aren't ready. That's why some of them fail. And it depends on what team you go to. I mean, if you go to a team like the Browns, I mean, honestly, that's not a good football team. I hate to see him. I wish they would have cut him. They didn't have an opportunity at a better football team because, I mean, the Browns have had so many first-round picks and screwed it up. I mean, that's a bad football team. And they were bad when I played. I mean, they were decent. I think they were pretty good, but they're horrible.
So what do you think the move for Shedeur is at this point? Do you hope he gets cut? That way he can move on?
I don't wish that for anybody. That's for the Browns. That's for Shedeur. That's for them to do. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get a fair shot there. I don't, because I don't think they really wanted him. I don't think the coach wanted him. They should have fired him too. But I just, I'm not a Browns fan, at all. So I could care less. But I mean, I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm a Deion Sanders fan.
Eric Dickerson is claiming that the National Football League colluded against Shedeur Sanders in picking him. Right there in his statement, in his comments that he made to TMZ Sports, he is saying that a source told him that the National Football League basically colluded, planned, plotted, either the league or a team, to keep Shedeur Sanders down, to keep him out of the top lines in the NFL draft, to make sure that he went to a bad team, whatever it is. But Eric Dickerson is shooting his mouth off here with completely unsubstantiated claims. And here, I'll tell you what, if Dickerson claims to know that he has sources that claim the National Football League and the Cleveland Browns or anybody else plotted against Shedeur Sanders for whatever reason, then make it public. Get out there. Who's your sources? Put them out here. If you really claim that, if you're so sure about that, and if you want to do the right thing for Shedeur Sanders, for the general public, for the game itself, then open your mouth for a change. Stop dribbling all this nonsense and tell us where it came from. I mean, Eric Dickerson is so ready to go ahead and slam away at the Cleveland Browns. Let's see, 1 minute they're bad, 1 minute they're decent, 1 minute they're then terrible. He can't make up his mind. But he tells us that, without question, there's a problem in the league. He's also then alluding to a racist issue in the National Football League. Now, I have friends of mine who played in the National Football League, and I've talked to them at length over the years. And I have had these players, black players, look me right in the eye and say, Ed, without question, there is racism in the National Football League. I've had people who've been close to the NFL say, without question, there are racist attitudes and racist individuals in the National Football League. What I'm saying is, if this is the case, we are dealing with a crime against the sport and maybe a crime in and of itself. Let's find out who's there. Let's find out what happened. We can say that without question, Shedeur Sanders and his father helped to destroy his draft day worth because they couldn't keep their mouths shut. Everything was about me. Everything was about my kid. Everything is about what you should pick. Everything was about you need to pick him. He's the next star. He's a starting quarterback. He's going to lead you to a Super Bowl. Whatever it was, the bullshit that was out there. But this is what was said. And there's a game to be played in the National Football League. Don't tell us how good you are. Don't tell us how great you are. Because we're going to make you pay for it. That's the way it is. It's a pecking order in the National Football League. Is it right? No. But it's the way the game is played. Is it racist? Could be. And if it is, we need to get to the bottom of this. So that's why I'm saying if Eric Dickerson is so sure he's got a source, go public. Instead of standing there and making accusations, spitting on people's reputations, let's get to the bottom of it. If there is a collusive effort in the NFL, let's punish them. If it's the Browns who did it, punish them. If it's the Ravens who did it, punish them. If it's any other team, punish them. But enough with all this guessing game here. Get to the facts. Eric Dickerson isn't doing anybody any good whatsoever by just shooting his mouth off and saying, hey, I know a guy, and a guy told me. If you're so sure, and if you're so dedicated to making sure that things are better, and that the black players are treated more fairly in the National Football League, then make it public. Make it stick. Go at them. If not, shut your mouth. Because you're just throwing out rumors, innuendo, propaganda, and more absolute bullshit that may not be true. But if there's truth to it, let's find it. Let's get into it. There's plenty of people out there on the media side of things who would love to get a hold of this story. I'd like to get a hold of it. Make it real. Do the investigation. The problem with that is you can't go to ESPN to investigate because they're in bed with the NFL. You can't go to NBC, Comcast, they're in bed with the NFL. Disney's in bed with the NFL. Amazon, Netflix, all the rest, all the major networks, one way, shape, form, or another, make a buck from the NFL. So what are they going to do? Go after their partners? No, this is something for the Washington Post, the New York Times, investigative reporters. But guess what, Eric? It can all start with you. All you've got to do is go to somebody, tell them who the source is, let them talk to the source, let's get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, you're just another piece of mealy-mouthed shit that is just out there using the media, using social media, using whomever you can in order to put yourself into the conversation somehow. Stop it. Stop it. This is more than just about Shedeur Sanders. This is about racism that needs to be stopped, that needs to be cut off at the head. But instead, we've just got rumors and innuendo. Come on, Eric Dickerson. You got the guts? You a man, huh? You want to fight? You want to do the right thing? You're going to go ahead and stand up, or you're just going to sit there and take your little interview and walk away? Do something. Stand up. Do something right instead of passing off propaganda and nonsense and rumor.
That's all, folks.